Okay, guys, just a heads up, we are connecting to YouTube now. Stop talking shit. Yeah.
No, you good.
My bad. Man, really just, basically like our stance is, like we've really been in the field of what we do for like 10 years, but it wasn't really taking off. And now we came together for the podcast, and now it's just like the 20 episodes. We had Desto, Doug, Prof, Bruce,
Organic.
Rivers,
Yeah, no, I looked at it.
Now, like I seen some, like I seen that Inside Boys, that Inside Boys. Yeah, that was good. Like they cool. Yeah.
They alright.
We got a billboard up on Lake Street. They don't.
Oh, I keep that too. That's dope.
Yeah, man.
Honestly, you gotta figure out different ways to get your name out there.
That was his idea, man.
All right, we're connecting to Facebook. Just a heads up.
Okay.
All right.
So then you guys can share it once it's live, and then I'm gonna connect the chat.
Oh, we on Facebook. Okay.
Yeah, we doing Facebook.
Oh yeah, that's what Tony said. So yeah.
Okay, let's get it.
I ain't freelancing.
Oh yeah, Facebook definitely, cause that's they know Jado.
Yeah.
The hood
and
know Jado.
Everybody knows
If Jado wants to share it, whatever, he can in
You on
this time
Facebook,
too. We
Jado?
have a few minutes.
Okay.
And hey, if anyone is joining us right now, we'll be starting the show really soon. We got a really great show today. We got the great real estate mogul Jado Hark is in the building. And of course, we got just the everyday greatness of the new Twin Cities podcast by Motivation to Hustle. So we'll be starting really soon. If you don't mind sharing before the show, or if nothing else, get at us on the YouTube page or Facebook and comment. We'll put your comments up on screen. Maybe you can get a question in. So thanks for watching. We'll be starting soon. And guys, I'm ready as soon as you are. I guess maybe give me 10 seconds, but I'll be ready soon. You just give me the word and I'll start getting it prepped.
It's the new Twin Cities. It's the new Twin Cities. It's the new Twin Cities. It's the new Twin Cities.
Yeah, you're.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to the new Twin Cities podcast.
Yo.
I'm your host, Fresh.
I'm Tony.
And we two black men from the Twin Cities, born and raised, man. And we here to give you guys our perspective on the hip-hop culture and all things influenced.
Yes, sir, man. Today we got another special guest for season 2, man. Starting off, still going strong. We got the podcast roundtable out, man. Still doing numbers and creating waves, man.
Yeah.
We promise we gonna do another one like that again.
We probably do it like once a month, man, because that was fun, bro.
Yeah,
that was dope.
That was really fun, man. It was really dope having all them black brands in the building. You know what I'm saying?
And then the discussion, you know, the topics that we was talking about was just, I felt them, and it was dope. I felt like we made some progress, you know, and we're gonna keep doing it every month, or at least try to.
Yep, for sure, man. So expect that.
Yep.
So man, again, we got special guests in the building, man. We got a well-known name around the cities, man. He's been around for a long time. I ran into him when he was running Aqua. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows that name.
I think everybody did. You know,
man. I don't think in the early, you know what I'm saying, 2010s, you wasn't. If you was outside, you went to Aqua and you know this person. So we talking about Jado Hark, man.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be a dope show, man.
It's gonna be a dope show, man. I don't even have time to name off all the accolades and stuff he got going on.
So many.
Let him tell that in a minute, man.
Exactly.
So yeah, we're here, episode 20, baby, man. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling good, bro. I wanted to just start off by, you know, just saying rest in peace to Takeoff, man, from the Migos. If you into the culture and you know, you seen that it was a tragedy that happened with the Migos. The Migos.
Super tragic.
Yeah, it's
bro.
just like he passed away this weekend from a dice game, I believe.
Yeah, man, and just conversation going wrong. So a video came out, man. They was trying to walk away too. It makes it worse, man.
And then the video being posted, I did not post the video on Motivation to Hustle, so because I felt like that was, you know, that's just too much for the internet. And then like his family and everybody that got to see that, man. You know, it sucks, and I feel like we got to do better with that. Like,
we really got to do better as a community, man. I mean, like,
it's like desensitized. Like it's like making us accustomed to what's going on. It's all these deaths, you know.
Yeah, like it's normalized. Like, it's not normal to have that touchy of an ego. You gotta kill somebody and throw away your life and their life and shit like that. Especially
black on black crime.
Other, you know what I'm saying, black on black crime. Like, for real, man, like that's what they did to us during slavery. They had us fight each other like dogs and roosters, you know what I'm saying? So that's implanted into our mental, and it's like Kanye said it, like we're sick in a way like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas is so quick to fire off on one another. Like,
man, we go so hard on each other, y'all. Man. We go so hard. We got to be able to forgive, man. We got to be able to talk. We got to be able to communicate with each other, man. That dice game could have went a whole totally different way if they just communicated differently, man. And just, you know, it's okay to be mad, but like to go off and kill a brother over some money, materialistic shit that
something
can get
super
again.
Small, like ridiculous.
These are millionaires, y'all. So
with multiple hits, like this is Versace, like what was the one? R.I.P.
Yep.
Rest in peace, Double D.
Yeah, bro. It's the Migos, bro. These are top. Migos. These are the top people in our culture. Like, they're showing us, like, even on their level, shit like that can still happen. We still ain't learning from the past. Like, we gotta do better, y'all. We as a culture, we gotta do better.
We gotta do better. So rest in peace to Takeoff, man. Forever a legend. The last rocket, man. Like, you definitely certified in stone for the rest of life in my eyes, man. He started at 18. 10 years, man.
Damn, it has been a minute. Like, so what do you feel? How do you feel about like, do you think the Migos is over with? Do you think they should still come back and rap? Like, you think Offset and Quavo should come back?
They gonna come back in time.
You think so?
You know,
okay.
It's like a movie for them right now. Like, you know, they beefing. allegedly,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, Quavo and Offset.
Damn, that's
and
crazy.
then
That's
Takeoff die in the middle of it. Like, that's tragic, bro. Like, that's fucking tragic.
I know Offset probably just going through it. Like,
yeah, he's like,
like I didn't get a chance to you know, with my brother. I didn't get a chance to make up with my brother. Like,
all that, man. Like, super sad. So, I mean, we praying for him, and we wish the best for everybody on the Migos.
yeah.
On some brighter news, Rio the Young OG, man.
Oh yeah.
Man,
This
hey.
is favorite rapper, y'all. Rio the
man.
Young OG retweeted my man's. You know, he
Hey,
said,
Gabe, can you pull that up real quick, brother?
"Look, let's go."
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Look,
It's gonna
somebody
take me
said,
just a
"Let's
second
go."
though. I was pulling up the takeoff stuff. So.
Yeah, it's
Oh, you
all
good, you
man.
good, yeah.
Man, bro, so I came across Rio in like 2020, like COVID. He had been out for a year already. I was actually listening to RMC Mike before that.
Okay.
Like, I had still, because, you know, I'm a engineer and stuff, so I wasn't feeling how they recorded that shit, so I couldn't really hear it, bro. But then, like, Yachty came out with the, 44 Dweller on
the Detroit
Breaking
shit.
Hearts. I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, what?
If anybody don't know, it's the Detroit culture. If you went to the Detroit way, Rio the Young OG, they all from Flint, RMC Mike, Boys, ENT, Peasy. Like, if you in tune with all that, they from Detroit, you know. And my man's Tony tweeted him on Twitter. He said talking about freedom and stuff like that.
Yes,
and
sir.
He retweeted him back. Let's go. There
Yes,
you go.
sir,
There go the pic.
man. Parole soon. Can't wait till my nigga free, man. Streets is drying up, bro. I was really talking about YouTube, bro, because I done ran through all the leaks. Nigga, I got a playlist with like 100 songs of his, man. Leaks, verses.
Hey, you
cuts.
start putting your own songs together.
No,
huh?
I really did, bro. I found an acapella and put my own song together, man. So, hey, shout out to my mom, man. Hello.
Hey, Ma.
Hey. But yeah, bro, Rio the Young OG, I love you, mom. Rio the Young OG is my nigga, bro. I can't wait till you get out, because basically, man, we all came up with Gucci, man, bro.
Yep,
Like,
Gucci.
and-
Definitely grew up with Gucci.
right? So we saw Gucci at his like creative heights, you know what I'm saying? Like, through everything, and Rio's the only person I've ever seen since then who has like
On that
done
same level?
Yeah, bro. Like, just get out and rap about the same shit, but in a million different ways,
Type of
bro.
ways.
Yeah, bro. Like, he said, told my plug to bring a bee on it. I'm finna cut this white bitch like Michael Myers did. I was like, what the fuck? Like, you be saying all type of shit, man. So free Rio,
man.
I ain't gonna say that was him that retweeted me, but you know, that's his account confirming what we got going on. So they say, bro, finna fight for parole, man. So we'll see what happens. So
Okay.
onward forth, man.
On another note, I wanted to say out there, go vote. Go vote.
Hey, go vote.
We got a lot of things going on in the Twin Cities, as far as like crime and a lot of other things going on that we need to vote on. We need to vote. Everybody need to get out and vote on these issues.
Make your voice heard.
And make it be heard. You know, a lot of people complain about all the stuff going on, the violence and everything, but don't go vote. This is your time to go vote and put your and make your voice be heard. Like, so that's all I wanted to say. I think it started today, or did it voting start today or November?
Man, I'm not
Early voting
no,
is
it's been
open
going on
now.
for a
Early
while.
early
Early
voting
voting
started.
right now?
Okay, so
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
go out and vote.
Go
man.
register if you haven't, man. Go make your voice heard, man, because there's a lot of stuff going on, and I see a lot of y'all complaining on Facebook, so go do something about it,
Go vote.
man. And not just this election, every election, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially the black vote or the
We gotta
people of
make our
color
vote count. We gotta go out and vote, guys. We got to. This is the only way we can be heard, you know. So we gotta get out and vote.
Yeah.
You know, if we want to clean up the crime here, we gotta go vote. We gotta be out here in these streets, you know. So that's all I wanted to say about that. You
Man,
know,
appreciate that,
go
man.
vote.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Love best of both worlds, man. Now it's time to, you know what I'm saying? Should we bring our guest?
yeah,
in,
let's bring
man?
our guest in, man. He gave us gifts and everything. Let's get him in here.
Man, shout out to the homie, man. Let's bring Jado in.
Let's bring
man.
Jado in.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
my brother.
sir. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. I'm honored.
Man, thank you for the gifts, brother, man.
Yes,
Got some
let's
nice-
talk about the gifts you brought in, man. He got us some Casamigos.
Some
Can you talk about this? What kind of Casamigos is this?
This is supposed to be 100% agave.
shit.
It's my, there's 4 different kinds. It's my favorite kind.
Okay.
It's smoother to me. I like to be, chill it, but all Casamigos are. To me, all Casamigos are great, but
I never seen this one.
Man.
So
Sure.
yeah, I'm
Even
gonna
the
have some.
I never seen that.
Yeah, you feel me? Like we gonna have some fun with that one.
Sure, yeah.
A mezcal, man.
So and a couple of Cohibas, my favorite cigars.
Oh yeah, he got us some Cohibas.
Yeah, the Toro.
Yeah.
Hold on. Where we at?
Cohiba. Yeah, we got
y'all
some
can't see it 'cause
cigars.
These boxes so bright, man.
Man, he got us feeling like bosses in here,
Right?
man. For
Shit,
real,
man.
Thank you.
big bosses. This how you do it. When you come on the show, this is how you do it, y'all. Bring these gifts.
You can't come empty-handed.
You can't.
Come empty-handed.
Nobody can come empty-handed no more. We got to bring these gifts in, baby.
And honestly, people, like, you guys host a lot of, people and give them platform to talk, and, I feel like you don't get the flowers back. So
Yeah,
just a little
appreciate
gesture
that, man.
saying I
Appreciate that.
Yeah. Just a little gesture saying I appreciate you guys, too, taking the time and
Thank
giving
you.
us the platform.
Yeah.
Appreciate that, man. That's all we here to
He
do.
gave us
man.
our flowers on our own show,
Yeah,
man. Appreciate
that's
that,
right.
man. We never got that. Okay.
Man.
I
Where
feel
you
good.
want to start, man? 'Cause
Okay.
Y'all done did all
Yeah,
types of stuff
Jado,
together
man.
before,
I
man.
first ran into Jado when I did my first party in 2012 at Aqua. I've been seeing him, because I've been going to Aqua, of course. But I first did business, like first threw my first party in like 2012 with him. So it was a good experience, man. We had Pac Div come to Aqua.
Mike G from
Mike
Odd
G
Future.
from Odd Future.
Shout out Mixie.
Taylor J. It was a dope show. It went great actually. So yeah, that was my first time, man. So let's get into Jado's story, man. So are you from Minnesota?
Yeah, I'm originally from Lebanon.
Lebanon, right? Of
Okay.
course. My bad. Go
No,
ahead.
no, it's here. I mean, I consider myself Minnesotan. I've spent most of my life here.
Okay.
So
When did you get here?
1999.
1999.
So I was
Okay.
14.
Okay.
14 years old. So
Okay.
I went straight to South High School.
Nice.
Straight from a different country, you came straight in
Yeah.
south.
Yeah, South.
What was that like?
It was an experience. In Lebanon, I went to like a Catholic French school.
Okay.
Very, very strict, very hard. I come here and it was very, very chill.
Right.
The level of education wasn't as high. Like everything I took in high school here, I was already taking in middle school.
Okay.
Which has made it easier for me because I already knew everything.
Well,
Right.
Damn. So you and damn.
That says a lot about our system.
Yeah, I mean, every country has its own
right.
type of education. But the thing I loved here more was more like it's hands-on. Like you do stuff. Like back in Lebanon, it was you have to read a book and memorize it. So it wasn't different types of education, right? But like I said, the easy part was already taking everything in middle school, right?
So how was your English? Like, was it hard to?
Yeah, I mean, my first language was Arabic, second was French, third was English. And I took that back home. So my weakest was English, but I actually knew how to speak it a little bit, so it wasn't that hard.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
They taught you all those languages over there in your country?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
So you're born with Arabic, right? That's the
Right.
first language. And then I went to a French school, which is everything we spoke there was French. And then, I learned English in school.
Right.
So,
and you only made it to middle school though. That's all.
Yeah.
I
to
just
14.
started Spanish in middle school, man. Damn.
Yeah, I mean, it's over there 3 languages pretty normal for just So I don't.
Yeah,
it's not like I was anything special. That's just what you learned growing up there. So.
Okay. Damn.
What brought you and your family here?
My family was already here. My older brother was already here. He was going already to U of M. My uncle's been here for 20 years already.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Gas stations,
Yeah.
grocery stores. So I used to come and go visit a lot, like on vacation, because I had a lot of family here.
Okay.
And I was just really tired of that really strict, hard, Catholic type of living.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let me just try. Since I have family, I want to try it out, see how I like it. So I came. I'm like, I wanted to do like the public school. I wanted to really learn how, and I loved it. I mean just the lifestyle was better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I get to switch classes. Over there, you just sit in the class all day and the teacher comes.
Oh, and y'all just sitting there, the teacher come in and out. Okay, that's wow.
I get at the break, I'm sitting there smoking. I'm like, what? I get to, what I'm saying? Like, it was just, to me, it was more fun than actually, educational. But I loved everything about it. Honestly, that's probably, that's the best experiences. And it was good because it made me love the country right away.
Okay.
Okay.
And I mean, it was difficult for me because I went to school from like 8 a.m. to like 4, then went straight from school to work. I worked for my uncles at the gas station.
Okay.
I would work from like 4 to 11 p.m. and I would study at work. and then I'd go sleep, go up and go to school. So it was a lot.
So you was one of the homies behind the counter.
Yeah, I was absolutely. I was the homie behind the counter.
What was the gas station over in the South area or?
We had one over south.
Okay.
Pump and Munch right on Nicollet.
Okay.
They had 11 of them. And I would just work at different ones, but the one.
Damn. Hey, we got 11 gas stations. Choose one.
Right. No, I
used to go to them Pump and Munches. I still do all the ones over south. Yeah.
So is that like the typical story for like people like your culture from like coming over here and stuff? Like y'all already set up and everything. Yep. Okay, that's dope, man. See,
even my guy at the tobacco store said he knows you. So I was like, yeah, man. Shout out my boy Z up at the tobacco store. Z. Yeah, he knows. Yeah, that's my guy for like 5 years, bro.
For sure.
That's dope. So did you go to? Okay, so after South, where'd you go?
I went to U of M.
You went to the U. Oh, okay.
I went for business and marketing. And then straight out of college, I happened to open Aqua. So I didn't get a chance to do
what?
Yeah, like literally.
Oh.
So and it was. Like Aqua was not planned. It came. Gonna give you a story behind it. I used to go to Escape Ultra Lounge a lot.
Okay.
That was the club at M Block.
Damn.
That was like the first club that did bottle service. It was Fahrenheit and Escape. That was a spot that we went to a lot, right?
Yep. Fahrenheit. Wow.
I'm 39, so I've been around. So
yep.
And then there was a gentleman named Song who was a GM, Asian guy, who was a GM at Escape. We became really good friends. Just going there. I was young.
Mm-hmm.
I made decent money, and I would pop bottles and just
right.
young and dumb, right?
Yep.
But that kind of brought me into getting to know Song a little bit more, and then we became friends. We started hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
His fiance at the time was Lebanese, so we kind of connected.
Oh, okay.
Right, and then he came to me and he was like, "Yo," and Escape had just let him go. He was like, "I want to find a spot to actually open my own."
Okay.
And can you help me out financially? So I went to my family. I'm like, "Hey, like, can you support me with this financially?" I looked at the business plan. The numbers made sense, and first they thought I was crazy. It's just not a business that we've been part of.
Right. I was going to say I don't see that too much. The clubs, nightclubs.
Yeah, culturally, gas stations, tobacco stores,
right,
grocery stores. So, I wanted to sort of. Right, it is what it
like
is.
A nightclub. Like
right?
What?
Exactly. No, go sell some cigarettes.
Right.
I mean. But we went in, the numbers made sense. So in the process of, building the club Aqua, Song had a heart attack, my business partner at the time, 34 years old, healthy as they come. He was just jogging, ended up just dropping. His fiance called me. She's like, "Hey, we had to rush up to the hospital." Went to the hospital. A week later, his mom decided to pull the plug.
Oh, no.
His brain was pretty damaged already. So... it was like, bro, I get goosebumps every time I tell the story I've told it.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, he was a good kid.
So you was like, I gotta go on with it.
It was like either gotta, close shop and go home, or I gotta make this dream happen for him. So I reached out to Lucas, who taught Song the business. He was his best friend, and Lucas has already been retired. He was like, I want nothing to do with the business. So I'm like, we got to do this for Song. Like, that's his dream. Like, I was just supposed to give him the money. Right.
Right.
Supposed to be involved. So he was like, and then he was like, all right, I'll come back for a year. I'll train you, and I'll dip. So at the time, it was me and my brother who actually kind of took over the operation.
Okay.
And then Lucas came in, and he literally taught us the business. He opened the first year. He dipped after a year, kind of like what we agreed on.
Okay.
And then we learned the business he taught us the business. He kind of, got us in, right? And then we learned as we went. And then we bought Fine Line. No, sorry. Before Fine Line, we bought Elixir, which is now Monarch.
Right?
Elixir, that was my spot. I loved Elixir. It was nice size. It was like perfect. I loved Elixir.
We had the hookah on the patio. It was pretty. Yeah, it was a cool spot. And then Fine Line, and then we opened Live right across the street. Who I ended up selling to Nabil and Hamza. Shout out to those guys. Good dudes. That was the first club they got.
Okay, so let's take it back. So okay, when did you open Aqua? What year was that?
2007.
2007.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. And then that's crazy. So okay, rest in peace, Song, man. That's crazy how, because I got a homeboy that just passed away. His name Mike.
Okay.
And I got the same kind of story. Like, he was on this journey of building this platform up with me, and he passed away not too long ago, a couple months ago, and yeah, it's just like a motivation to me. It's like I got to keep going now. So I kind of feel like felt what you feel like. You know, I got to keep it going for bro. Like it's no turning back now. Like we already knee deep in. So
and like you
that's
said,
dope.
the numbers were making sense before he passed away. So. That's kind of crazy, man. So you kind of like were like it's almost like God had that plan for you.
Yeah, like yep.
And like speaking about, I feel like he was spiritually there. I feel like that's part of the reason we became successful because clubs aren't supposed to last 11 years.
No,
right? So
Damn.
I always felt like song was with me the whole time. And even like when we first opened up, we called it Aqua, but then Sunday we called it Shy Nightclub. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah,
I remember hearing that on the radio as a shorty.
Right. It was Shy, and it was because his name is Sung Ho Yu. So I took his initials and named it Shy Sundays.
That's fire.
That's dope. That's dope.
I mean, we literally put used to be different sign. Aqua goes down, Shy goes up. Different menus, Shy menus. So I really did that for a long time, and we ended up just kind of going back to Aqua. Just it was a lot of confusion. But we did it for a good 2 years. It was Shy.
Dang,
that's crazy.
Crazy.
So did growing up working at the gas stations and stuff like that prepare you for the club? Like, was you already like business savvy before you started all that?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
What helped me the most with the gas station is help me get comfortable with people.
Okay.
Like, I knew a lot of I worked mostly in Brooklyn Center, the gas station in Brooklyn Center.
The one off
69th and Humboldt.
69th and
kind of like by
Humboldt.
the high school, right? So we had two. We had one right across the street from the high school and one right down the street like by the police station.
Yep.
So that's where I spent the most time. Like I almost ran for mayor of Brooklyn Center of how many people I knew. And like every person that walked in that gas station, I knew him, his mom is like I like to talk to people. I get to know people. So that kind of
and that's how it is in BC too. You know?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Everybody
I love
knows
that
each
city.
other.
And that prepared you for the nightclub, like
yeah, absolutely. Kind of helped me just be comfortable with people and be a people person, and kind of So I think that's part of the reason we were successful at Aqua was that I've made everybody feel like I knew them, right? That's where all I know Jado came from, right? I've always went out of my way to make sure that people really had access to me because mentally just people want to know the owner, right? Like I even till this day I go to places where I know the bartender or the server or the owner, right? And so it's people want to have that connection, that comfortable, like I know somebody, right? Like or they know the front door guy. So I try to make sure just calling somebody by their first name as the owner, they feel obligated to come back. Like, oh my shit.
Exactly. I know Jado.
Exactly.
Let's go back.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's how it happened. Like, and I've told the story once where dude wanted to get a discount on his bottles, right? And then the server was like, I can't do it. So she was like, yo, can you go talk to him? So I'm going there. I'm having a conversation with him. Like, I'll take one bottle off. I can't take the whole, all 3 bottles off. And he was like, you know what? I know Jado, and you're getting fired. Right? Like, So I'm like, bro, don't fire me, please. I got 7 kids. Don't tell Jado on me. Like, I played.
I know Jado.
Right? That's how far it went.
That's crazy.
Right? So, but I mean, again, it was a good thing. I felt like that's how I developed the brand, where I wanted people to be like, I do know Jado, right? So, and it was genuine. I genuinely love people. I like to have a relation with everyone. If I could remember every person's name that walked in that door, I would. Yeah. So, but
you made people feel comfortable.
Like we were saying before the show started, man. My first time at Aqua was that show, and then this fool ran up like, you been here before? I was like, nah, man, it's my first time with my homies because they throwing a show. He's like, all right, man, come to the bar, man. What do you like to drink? I was like, man, vodka. He was like, no, you going to try it? And you gave me a blue motherfucker. And then you took me upstairs to the VIP where Taylor and all them was like, this the crowd, man, hang out. And it was a wild night, man. So, that word is true. Like, he really ran up on people and made them feel comfortable in the club, and it makes them want to come back. Like,
and you got it's a lot of people with that same story with you. Like, it's a lot of people that can say you made them feel like comfortable, and I really feel like you really made an imprint on the community, because back in St. Paul, I was hearing Jado and everybody, you felt privileged or whatever to know Jado, the owner of the club, like you were saying, like you know somebody, the owner of this club, so like you feel like you a big dog. So you gonna bring everybody out to the club.
You was bringing St. Paul dudes from Minneapolis.
Exactly.
That's major, you know what I'm saying? Like
Thank you.
everybody, if it wasn't you, it was Aqua. You know what I'm saying?
Right, absolutely.
So,
and that's they call it the hospitality business for a reason. Like you have to be hospitable. Like and how do you? And, I mean, what did a blue motherfucker cost me? 20 cents cost, right? But then you probably felt like, this man showed me love, I want to come back to Aqua. Right?
Exactly.
You're gonna bring a couple people with you. Who's gonna spend? And that's
definitely worked.
Yeah, and that's again, that's kind of the strategy that I've always used, and it wasn't fake. Like people that I thought, people that carry themselves well, that people I want in the club to be regulars. Every time I walked them up, got them a drink, said, "Yo, make sure you come back again." And that's what it takes. You know what I'm saying? So
that is true every time. That's why I like it. Can say what you want. Some people might feel some way, like, because you be busy, like you're hella busy.
Sure.
So sometimes you can't do it all the time to everybody, but when you can, though, it is definitely genuine, though.
Correct.
Like, for sure.
Yeah. So what made you step away from all of that? So you got all these clubs, you got Aqua, you own this club, you own that club. Why did you step away?
Literally one reason only is what made me kind of just walk away completely. I literally used to get up first thing in the morning, go to work, because I was involved with the event center as well. So that's something we had. Event center over Northeast Minneapolis by the river, and I would work all day and then come home, eat, shower, and go back to Aqua. Come back at 5 a.m, sleep. I literally worked 18, 20-hour days. Ooh. So in my culture, being a father is a big deal. Like we take pride in our children, and so my daughter was about 1 year old. And I went and grabbed her, and she started crying and ran away to her mom, right? And she had just started to walk, and then so to
she
me,
wasn't used to you.
No, she wasn't used to me. I wasn't around much, right? And that's my first child. That's my pride.
That hurt.
And I think in her mind, she thought I was like her mom's roommate. I would come home, I'm saying, like, why is it, I'm saying? So to me, just my ego was cut in half. Like I remember I looked at my wife. I'm like, I'm devastated. Like I can't believe that my child doesn't want to. Like she feels like she was scared of me, right?
Right.
So I'm like, I can't do this anymore. So I kind of had to, I changed my complete lifestyle because money I've made. I feel like it's easy. I know how to make money. Right. If it's not in this industry and other industries, so it wasn't about the value of of money for me at the time. So I ended up just kind of walking away completely, and that's why I went into real estate. Is I wanted to go into another area where I can use my network that I've built in the nightclub without having to spend $1 million.
So how did you get to that point of real estate? Like, what made you like, okay, I'm gonna do this instead of the club thing? Like, what? Was it somebody doing it already, or
no? It just to me.
Did you sell Aqua and get a bit of the taste of the business?
But that yes and no. Like selling Aqua was to me financially, obviously, it was a great move, but it didn't make me want to go into real estate because it's not like I make my commission off the real estate side, right? But I just wanted. I literally sat down and I looked at what could I be good at, right? Okay. What business, and the idea came literally when I asked myself one question: what business can I go into without having to invest a lot of money that I can use my network, right? So, and real estate was the first thing that came to mind, right? It's $1,000 to get a license, it's 30 days, right? Yeah. And then I know all these athletes, and that's at the time Rubio had just got traded to Utah and he wanted to sell his condo. I'm like, time out, don't give me 30 days, let me get my license.
Hold on, I got you.
Right, so literally he waited until I got my license. My first transaction in real estate was listing Rubio's condo in North Loop, Minneapolis.
Was that sign right there? That was the sign, I'm gonna do
for sure.
Do this
that's
shit
hot.
Right, so that's kind of, it wasn't planned or anything. Then I wanted obviously to build a different source of income. I didn't think real estate, even every agent, no matter how successful you are, your first year isn't that great. For two reasons. First, not a lot of people still know that you do real estate, right? There's a lot of real estate agents, so for people to remember you do real estate is going to be a challenge. Second, people don't trust you. They feel like you're new. You don't know what you're doing yet, right? So you gotta really hustle the first 2 years and be able to get to a point where people trust you, feel like you know what you're doing. So I'm like, what else can I do that is real estate related? I looked into construction. So I opened a company we do all exterior, nothing on the inside. Roofing, signings, windows. Thinking, if I have to list a house, I might need a new roofer. So it goes hand in hand.
Damn.
Right?
Hey, that's smart, man. That's smart.
That's hard.
Thank you. So I end up, going into construction as well. And then when COVID hit, I realized that there's some businesses that did very, very, very well and some businesses that shut down. So I realized that I can't really have all my eggs in one basket. So I started looking at different businesses that I thought, it makes me, instead of, spend $1 million on a business to make, $500,000, let me spend 100,000, that makes me 10,000, right? And then let me have 10 of those, 10 of those business that end up making me $1 million, right? For example. So I started looking for small investment, risk-free, COVID-free, right? COVID-proof, that, because like Edible Arrangements did very well with COVID because everybody was at home. It was still people's birthdays. It's just a delivery, right? So that business skyrocketed.
Those are good,
right? So
I wouldn't even thought of that. That's crazy.
Yeah,
you did the edible, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
So and all my in my life now I have literally one purpose, and that's to build these small businesses for my kids to grow and inherit, right? And they have to hustle, they have to work, they have to go to school. They know nothing's good is going to come easy. But my job as a father, I've accomplished everything I've wanted in life. I've traveled the world. I've owned every car I've wanted. I still like to enjoy life. I like to go, travel and do my own. But there's nothing in life that I've wanted that I haven't gotten. Right. So I'm satisfied from the pleasure of life. The only thing that I feel like I haven't accomplished yet is the future of my kids' kids, right? So, and that's literally all I look for. I look for these small businesses that cash flow a little bit, nothing crazy, because I don't want to take a huge risk, right?
Right.
So I take small risks,
low and slow.
Yeah, exactly. So Edible Arrangements, a construction company, real estate. I recently acquired a hotel in Virginia, Minnesota.
Okay.
Right? So it's 3 hours away. It's not that far out. Right. That cash flows pretty well. So. Again, that's something the kids would live off of for the rest of their life without having to do a thing.
What made you choose Virginia, Minnesota?
I've never even, I'm in real estate in Minnesota. I've never really heard of Virginia before, right? I always look at business that come on, looking at all these business, and I look what does make sense, what is a cash flow. Then I inquire, right? They wanted, they asked for 1.2 million they were asking for 1.2 million for the business, and I'm getting it for 855, right? So, and it cash flows 273 a year. So, in that position, I'm like, okay, this makes sense. I can get my money back in 2 years. Especially, I got damn near 400,000 off what they were asking for. So
that's a come up. That's a win.
It is, and I mean, like I said, I have a payback, and then this is, it's easy, right? It's 59 rooms. It's nothing crazy. Easy to manage. I have a team there that already ran the place. So I go there once a week, look at the numbers, do the deposits, pay the bills. So just easy to kind of oversee and handle without being involved day-to-day stuff.
Damn, that's dope, man.
You changed your whole life around. That's crazy. You went from out every night to now you got this thing set up to where you could be home with your family and think about that.
That's how you make them TikToks now, huh?
Absolutely. Man, I love that. I've always been a fan of TikTok and the app itself. Like even before it blew up, back when it was 2018, that's when I really got on the app. And at the time, there wasn't a lot of people on the app, so it was easy for you to make it on the For You page, right? So when you have 10,000 people posting, the likelihood of people seeing it is a lot higher when you have 10 million posting, right? Because you really I made it on TikTok when my videos start showing up on the For You page, and that's like the Explore page. And
okay.
So I'm not sure if you're familiar with TikTok or not, but there's the people that you follow on this side and the For You page. The For You page is the app. They choose what videos they put on there if they thought people would like it or just the algorithm. So when it goes on For You page, everybody sees it. Right?
So how many views your first video got when it went viral?
21 million was the most I've gotten.
Damn.
And I mean, lit. And the app pays you. That's the beauty about TikTok. It's the only app that directly pays you. So every 60 days I can pull money and goes direct to my bank account, and they pay per view.
Damn.
Right?
So, okay. So
what is the cents per view or something?
It's 4 cents per 1,000 views.
Okay.
So
okay.
So I average, if I post enough, I probably average about 2K a month.
Okay.
So
that's dope.
Yeah,
that's dope.
Hey, a little bit here and there,
absolutely.
Man.
But I haven't been posting much. I haven't had time. But if I do, it's worth it.
Yeah, and I mean, not having time in the business you're in, that's also not a bad thing.
Exactly.
Exactly. Still making money.
And you got about 100K on Instagram, right?
Instagram, I have a little bit over 100. TikTok, I have a bit over 500,000.
Okay.
So
going viral. So
he took his talents to the internet,
right? Did you plan that, or you just was trying this social media? stuff out.
And honestly, the reason my Instagram blew up is because of TikTok, because it's linked. If you go on my TikTok, and you can literally go directly to my Instagram.
Oh, okay.
So when my Instagram was getting, that they would just go to my Instagram and follow me on there.
So have you gotten business off of TikTok?
TikTok, no. Instagram, yes. For sure.
People that see you on there like, okay, I want to inquire about a house.
Correct. The funny part about TikTok is I've been recognized 4 times and never in Minnesota until like a week ago, right? So 3 times in California. I went and got my teeth done in LA, and I walk in and the front door lady, I had a mask on. Me and my wife was like, "Oh my God, I follow you on TikTok." So that was like the first moment of fame for me. Okay. And then I was at a breakfast Lebanese spot, and a guy came and was like, "Oh my God, you're my favorite TikToker," and like got me on Snapchat. That was a cool little moment of fame. And then just about a week ago, I was at Fogo downtown, and a guy was like, "Oh my God, I follow you on TikTok." So
that's crazy.
That was the first time I get recognized in Minnesota. So which is dope.
Off your TikTok.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Damn, that's crazy as hell, man. So we got the team up there. You want to tell us about the team? So you have the elite agency, and then just yourself as a realtor.
Yeah, so I'm a realtor myself, and then I built a team called the Elite Agency.
Okay.
Right?
Oh, okay.
My broker is Realty Group. I built a team within the brokerage called Elite Agency, and the reason, you can look at that picture and you can tell one thing. I've intentionally built a very diverse team.
I was going to say that. Very diverse. I love that.
Thank you. And it was intentional, right? Yeah. I wanted to have every race, every religion, every culture, because real estate is a very competitive business, right? Yeah. Most agents, they're jealous. Like, oh my, he got a deal. I got, there's a lot of hate and jealousy in the business itself. So I really went and handpicked a lot of people that I knew personally from different cultures. Just to show people, I don't care what you are, we can all support each other, celebrate each other, work together in a very competitive business, and it doesn't matter where you're from. Like, I've had even a couple of people that I had to ask them to leave that I thought didn't belong in the culture that I have in my team, which is, I don't care if you're Christian, Muslim, Jew, Black, Asian, it doesn't matter. We're all one. We're all going to work together. We're all going to get at the table. We're all going to, work together, celebrate each other, win together, because we can. We're all human, So you're just going to have the will to actually, not the hate in your heart, to actually do it and, and make it happen.
Talk about
Same
it,
thing
brother.
you guys are doing on this podcast, exactly. You're trying to, diversify, reach out to people, give them a platform to spread love, positivity. So
You're giving them their flowers, man. We trying to just push the culture forward in Minnesota, because they doing it everywhere else.
Correct.
We just the last ones to always catch on. So
Minnesota's always the last to dip their toes in the water. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
So that's why we do this. So we just want to keep it going.
I think one thing Minnesota lacks. I love the city. I would never move anywhere else. Like, this
I said the same thing.
Like, the last 2 episodes.
I would never move to California. I would never. I would love it here.
I love the people. I love the state. The only thing we're lacking is our own culture support.
There you go.
Right? Like, Kanye, when and he's being criticized for his anti-Semitic marks about how the Jews run, the top of the country. And he's right, they do. And I don't think they do that because they have 25 hours a day to our 24s. Yeah. I think what the Jew community do, they really support each other. Like, they really, really put each other on. Right. Like, I don't want to speak on the history, about the Hebrews. I don't know it. You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking of what I've learned in my current life and what I've seen. I have a lot of Jew friends, and they really put each other on. Like, and that's why
together.
I think, like, that's what
Same
I think
with
they
your
run.
culture, like,
not really. Like, we hate on each other too. Like, even in your culture, don't get me wrong. Like, that's one thing too that I would say we're at fault.
Okay.
Even with I feel like even the culture, we don't support each other as much as we should. Right. There's like, I'm gonna give you an example. Ninja is one of my best friends, and I've seen him build a lot of brands. Right. And and he does sell it for a very good price. Then I see people coming up to him and say, "Let me get a deal on this jacket or stuff," and then they go to the Gucci store and spend bags, right? And like, even with Aqua, they'll come up to me, "Let me get a deal on the bottle," but yet I see him the next, live on Sunday in Miami, popping 10 bottles that they're not getting a deal on, right? And I'll show love, but I'm just saying it should be the other way around. Like, you're support your people,
support your people
on, like,
exactly.
Them, post them. I think that's what we lack, what we need. And like I said, to go back to the June community, I'm not mad at them. I mean, they got to the top because they really show each other love. Like, I watch a lot of the Diamond District in New York.
Yep.
They run that hall, and they, like, if a Jew working with a Jew, he gonna get a better deal, right? And I'm
That's
saying
just
that,
hard. That's
right?
just
Exactly.
Yeah.
And, you know, I wish we did that, right?
Man.
It's not a bad thing in my opinion. Help each other out, help people, put them in a position to win, right? Like when, you know, Darnell was talking on your podcast, and by the way, I watched all 2 hours, 14, you know, 4 minutes and 12 seconds.
Before he came in, he was like, "Yeah, I just only want to do like an hour or something like that." You know, I don't know.
Yeah. So I watched all literally, you know.
Shout out Denham, man.
Shout out Denham. That's my brother for life. And you know, he said how, you know, I put him on, and I really didn't. I just gave him the opportunity to win, and he took it and ran with it, right? And he's, by the way, I want to expose Darnell. He did tell a lie on your
Oh, shit.
Darnell, I'm exposing you. He told the same lie numerous times, but it was only one lie. He kept saying, "I used to be a shitty person and I changed." That boy ain't never been a shitty person a day in his life. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let him lie to you. That dude is a good dude. He's always looked out for people. He's always put other people first. Yeah. And he told you all I did for him. He didn't tell you what he's done for me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
That man is, you know, he washed my dirty laundry. He's taking care of me. I mean, he had access to all my financials. I've never seen a dollar missing, right? Like that dude is, you know, like he said, he did a mistake, right? I mean, nobody's perfect, right?
Yeah,
In my opinion, there's one person that's always been perfect, and he died so we can make our mistakes, but not to get religious. But to me, everybody's human. He's not shitty. He's done mistakes, but
right, ain't like he stole from you.
Yeah,
or
no,
nothing,
never.
You know?
You know what I'm saying? He did that one mistake, and I think he did it because, you know, he wanted it to be in his own. He didn't want to be, you know, under my wing, which is I respect. I just wish he went about it differently.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
that's how it goes.
And-
Wish you would go about it differently. We love what you're doing and saying, but
Exactly.
stop saying the J word like that, man.
Exactly. Right. We're paying for it, but, you know, to go back, like, even like he was telling you, you know, I put him in position to win, and I never handed him anything. Like, he earned it. And he's the type of kid, he's so prideful, he won't even take it, right? Like, he want to earn his stuff. So, but yeah, man, I've never, it's all about putting each other in a position to win. Because you ain't a boss if you're making $1 million and your people around you aren't making half of it. Like, I don't care how much money you have. You're nobody if not everybody on your circle is eating and winning like
Facts.
you, right? So, and that's a lot of people go brag on social media. Obviously, you see that a lot. People saying, "Look what I got," and then you see their homies and, you know, they're just struggling
on the side.
Just right.
Yeah.
And that's one thing. McDonald's fry, and they got a steak and shit.
And that's one thing, you know, like
and they following you around.
Right, absolutely. I give, you know, mad respect to Ninjam too. He makes sure everybody around him is eating. Like that's one person in this city that doesn't get enough flowers. Like when we had.
Hey, I've been trying to get out.
Yeah, we need to get you on the show, Ninja.
You have to, man.
I gotta get shy, my guy, but come out.
Yeah, no, he's not shy. He's just a very private person.
And I know he's working, but you know, when you get some time, Ninja, come on the show, brother.
Yeah, that's one of the hardest working men I know. That man is going from city to city, hustling, trying to do different things. You know, like he even had a construction company here. You know, he's doing his clothing brand.
I remember that.
Yeah, the guy is the hardest working man I know, and he's just a private person. And then he's a really good dude. He doesn't get the flowers he deserves in Minnesota. Like when we had Side Chick,
that was dope.
I tell you, it was dope. It was a terrible situation.
Yeah.
There was a drive-by, and one of our servers got hit in the neck right through it. And then, you know, Ninja, he probably even gonna be mad I'm telling the story, but I think it should be told. He put the girl on his arm and drove her to the hospital, right? He even stopped the cop on the way. Cop didn't even look at him. It was like, I got a girl dying. Dude kept driving. So he got to the hospital. They had been at the hospital 20 minutes by the time the ambulance got to Side Chick, right?
Damn.
And the doctor said if this girl had gone here 5 minutes late, should have been dead. So this man saved her life.
I didn't hear that story. Wow.
Absolutely. Yeah. He saved her life. He donated good amount of money out of his own pocket. He even told me, he's like, we're going to open Monday. We're going to donate 100% of the thing to
that little party for her.
He says 100%, not 99, not 50, 100%. We donate all of it to her. I mean, so, and
I know he took care of. I know she's.
Yeah, like I said, he would never say this. He would even deny this, right? But I think he's one person that does deserve the flowers that he does not get in Minnesota, and he tried to put everybody around him in a winning position. Right?
He goes around the world and bring it right back to Minnesota. Like you can't. That's dope. Like we trying to do the same thing. We are doing the same thing, but I love that. I love what he doing.
Thank you. And those are the people that I think needs to be highlighted because there's very few of them these days, right? So
got a lot of people perpetrating.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Absolutely.
A lot of perpetrators out here, so
for sure.
yeah, man. So yeah, Ninja, you here? If you watching, man, come on the show, bro. We want to give you your flowers.
Like I said in the messages, man, I'm on your ass till you come sit down with us, man. It's all love. We're just trying to talk.
For sure. I know Darnell shot him out too, but I'm telling you, this very special person that he deserves a lot more recognition and respect than he gets. So.
Yeah, man. That's
dope,
the definition
bro.
of a nigga. That's of a nigga doing it for sure, man.
For sure.
So, like, what so going back to you, what has been like your favorite business venture out of everything in your career so far? Like, or like.
It's my wife is gonna hate this, but the nightlife, man. I love real estate. I love changing lives. Making them positive.
Right.
But if you want me to keep real and not to sound cliche. It's the nightlife business. I was, and I'm gonna say this in a really humble way. I was really good at it, right? And
You was, bro.
and I enjoyed it. There's nothing like throwing a party for a living, right? Imagine you have to throw a party every night, and it was fun, and people liked it. People were joining. People loved the company. Unfortunately, I think it's a different days. Like if I had to do it again, it's not going to be the same.
Yeah.
I think just the vibe that we got in downtown is
it's not the same.
It's not.
I think it
Not
were
right
great
now.
days that I'm gonna miss and cherish. I probably never get back.
Yeah.
But shout out to Nabil and Hamza. Like these guys are doing their thing.
Let's go over them, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Go.
like Big
Shout out Hamza.
Big Rich, like
Yeah.
to me, Big Rich is the Godfather. Like he's the man. Like he's running the Armory and Rain and Uptown and Vanquish. They just opened the new Vanquish. Like he runs a very tight ship. He doesn't fuck around. Throws a great party. Amir at Monarch still is still an OG.
Yeah.
Chalo and Mafi
Where they're at.
the old pizza. The workers from Zaluce. Delano's, right? So that opens. I sold them that spot, and they've been killing it. These guys are just
that's a good spot.
Great spot.
Yeah.
I don't know how
they have the pizza on one side, they have the club on the other side.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's dope.
their concept is like the African, upbeat kind of music, right?
Okay.
So they do a wonderful job too. They're great operators. They're doing that. The day parties too on Saturdays, Sundays. They've been killing it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the day parties been going crazy, man.
Yeah.
And the day parties been going crazy.
That's one thing that's new to the city, the day party thing. Like I like that. Yeah, I like that.
Absolutely. So we still got great places, but unfortunately the vibe isn't the same what it used to be.
Yeah, it's a little different down there. People are ready for action at any. It's like almost like people don't go down there for a good time.
Yeah, it's like they look for bullshit. Then like people getting shot inside clubs on West 7th at the truck spot.
And stuff, man.
Yeah, like it's crazy, bro. Like
I mean, back when I had Aqua, people used to just fight.
Yeah,
that's it, fight.
There was never shooting, there was never stabbing. There was people would just get into it at the dance floor.
That's when
right?
you had like Bull and C and all that.
Yeah, you had some.
Shout out to them boys, man.
I had some
just
soldiers.
big old, just niggas just ready to. Hey, stop that right now.
And they used to stop. Like these guys earned the respect of that dance floor too.
Yeah.
Like, they knew everyone.
Yeah, like everybody actually respected them dudes. Like I fuck with C a lot. Like he got me through the door a couple times. Like I was still trying to pay. You know what I'm saying? And he knew that, so it was like, come on, bro. Like while everybody else was like, let me get in free.
Yeah, no, they ain't going for that.
And Country C, Bull, Dennis, like these guys, I've given them the freedom to take care of whatever they want because they were family to me. Like they were never employees. They were never people that worked for me. Like this is your place. Treat it as yours. And I think that's part of the success too. Like these guys really cared about the place and they earned the respect of the people.
Yeah, man. But I was working at First Avenue all this past year. It's just like a side gig and stuff. That nightlife eats away at you double time.
God created us to sleep at night and be up during the day, right?
Yeah.
But I think that's just how our humans were created. So I think no matter how long you do it for, your body's never going to get adjusted.
Never,
man. And then especially if you're working in the morning, and then you got to go right back to it. And then it's the stress of you're the one that runs the show. Correct. So it's like, So I thought though, I'm not gonna lie, I thought I don't know nothing about owning a club, but I thought you were just eating off the club. Like I didn't know you had a day job during that too.
Oh yeah, I mean we did the event center, right? Me and my brother had the event center. Okay. We did weddings, corporate events, and that stuff that we had to set up for during the day.
During the daytime.
Yeah. Where was that in Northeast?
Right on the river. Right, what's that spot next to us? Where Linds and Barley's.
Yeah.
Linds and Barley's is
Yep.
right next to it. So we're on the river northeast.
Okay,
So,
okay. Yeah, I used to work in the pharmacy at that one.
By
Yep,
Tugs?
Yep, right.
Tugs.
Tugs was the place I was
Or
working.
that used to be,
Okay.
yeah.
Tugs, yeah.
Yep, right next to Tugs. So
St. Anthony, Maine.
St. Anthony.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, okay, down there. Okay, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah.
I think I remember
It's
that
called.
Man, did you hear about that St. Anthony Maine deal? Like how they got sold and stuff?
Mm-mm.
Like they sold whoever owned the theater sold it to like the Minnesota Movie Society or whatever. So
I
now
didn't
they
hear
don't
about
even
that.
have $5 Tuesdays no more.
Oh really?
Oh,
I didn't
wow.
hear about that. Yeah. It's still called the Minneapolis Event Centers. My brother's still involved. I've stepped away.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
You know, yeah. I mean, the realtor business is treating you well, man. You're on the 34th floor in the
Thank you.
AES.
49.
40.
Yeah.
49th floor.
My bad.
Yeah,
Out of
it's all
50,
good.
right?
It's all good.
So-
Out of 51. Yes.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
The higher you up, the okay,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, this
Okay.
49.
Man, I guess that's what happens when you're the
Top
agent
dog.
of the year.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Top
I,
dog.
thank you. I appreciate it. I try, but IDS has always been kind of a place I wanted to be. It's
Yeah.
kind of like when 9/11 happened. IDS was the only building that evacuated Minnesota. They thought if we would be a target, that would be the building.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of a if you wanted like the best attorney, you'd go to the IDS center.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
and real estate is a lot of about perception, is how people look at you. So and I have a team called the Elite Agency. So I'm like I need to have an elite office. So I have to live the role that I've created.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and that's why I probably get the same amount of work from my home office that I do from the 49th level. But
okay.
it's all about the perception.
Right.
How you run your business.
They see
and
that address. He
Yeah.
important.
Absolutely.
That's they do it. Okay.
Yeah, and it's not a setup because I'm in a humble way. I'm good at what I do, but it does attract people to you.
Yeah.
And then you take it over from there.
Yeah, I'll go up to the 49th for the
Yeah, thank you.
IDS Center.
It's a great
Not a
thing.
lot of people have even been up there.
Yeah, yeah.
That's just a good reason to go.
So what's the I don't mean to be all your business, but what's
Please
the
do.
biggest deal have you made so far in the real estate?
Biggest
business.
deal in real estate, like money wise, or
Well, the
Profitable
most
wise.
profitable wise for you.
I did a commercial deal that did
Okay.
pretty well for me. It was downtown, and I don't do a lot of commercial. I probably do 80%.
Right, because it's
residential.
a difference, right? It's a commercial, and then it's like houses, like regular houses.
Yeah, but it's the same license,
Okay.
right? And it's the
Oh.
same license for a reason. It's just not too different, right?
Okay.
But the commercial deal for me was by far the biggest one. I'm currently working with an athlete that probably his deal will be the biggest deal I've done.
Okay.
His budget is probably the highest budget I've worked with.
Okay.
Gotta keep it confidential.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Yeah, no, because you got
yeah.
sharks around here. Yeah.
For sure. So, but honestly, like, I'll take a $100,000 deal. I don't care about as far $100,000
Right.
you make like $2,000, right? So
Right.
it's not. But
Right.
my approach is always treat everybody the same.
Same, exactly. That's
no
how you
matter-
win.
Yeah, actually, I treat the lower budget better because probably that's their first investment. they
Yeah,
make.
man, and it shows on your
Yeah.
Instagram. Like you have like the little, like the people obviously who aren't athletes and stuff right there,
Right.
and they're like, "Oh shit, I'm with Jado." Like, yeah, that's
They
hard.
feel good about
Yeah,
that.
and,
like-
and again, it's just about how you treat everyone, man. Like everything in life, but real estate is one of those businesses where, like, how you treat your client goes a long way, and it builds your business. Like, I did a deal for a friend of mine who was getting a divorce, and he was really, really struggling. Like he was going home with nothing, right? And he hit me up, and the judge basically was forcing him to sell his house because that's the only thing he had to give, the wife. And he was like, "Yo, I can't like." You gotta basically sell this out for me for free. I could even afford giving you your commission. So, and that was 2020, back in 2020. So, I said, say less. I actually lost money on this deal because I had to pay for like photos and stuff like that.
Right.
I hadn't charged him a single penny. That man has sent me 9 deals since, like
Oh,
9
shit.
referrals, right?
Yeah,
Just shows you
there's
like,
a trade-off
yeah.
somewhere coming.
Literally, I was just saying, like 3 months ago, I closed the last deal that he sent me referrals. Like, I literally lost maybe $1,000, not a big deal, right?
Right.
But I've probably made close to 80, 90 grand off
Right.
the deals that he sent me.
It's
And
off
I
his
imagine
deals
That was
alone.
like
Yeah.
one of your first.
Yeah, it was my second year technically.
Second year,
Yeah.
yeah,
So,
okay.
but again, it was, even if I knew he would never send me, referral, I still would do it.
Still
the same
did
way.
it.
Yeah, because that's
It's-
just the homie.
And I think that's the problem with people they don't look at the longevity of every business. They look to maximize in every single deal. And maybe some people don't have the luxury to to not make money on deals. I don't, maybe some people could be struggling. Maybe I have the luxury of to be able to not make money on a deal. And I say that in a humble way, but I still I always feel like I don't need to squeeze every dollar of every deal. It's the other way around. Every time I do a good thing, I feel like something good happens to me.
It's that energy, that karma, that the universe. It comes back. It all comes back.
Yeah, and that's why I like with all my agents. I always tell them be positive. Like even I got a call today. Brandon, one of my new agents, he's he was really stressed the last couple of weeks. He called me, he was very negative. He was like, man, I lost this deal. I'm like, be positive. I promise you. Be positive. Good things will come around. And then he called me today. He was like, what's funny? When he told me to be positive, I had 3 new clients. They called me. I'm like, that's what it really is.
Man.
So,
it be like that too. It's always man. It be like that.
I strongly believe in that. Like it's about the positive energy, the positive vibe that you build.
Vibrations, bro.
And
absolutely.
Like looking at it as an obstacle to get around more versus a negative
Yes.
situation.
Absolutely. Yeah. And just be a good person, man. Like I tell people, I don't care what religion you are. I don't care what color you are. And I truly mean it. Like to me, religion is being a good person, right? Like I grew up Catholic. I believe in Jesus Christ, but I'm not a fan of the religion. I'm not a fan of what every religion stands for, right? And to me, what is taught by humans, it doesn't matter, right? To me, be a good person. And how do you be a good person is how you treat others, right? It's not what you do for yourself, right? It's how you treat your family. It's how you treat your friends. How you treat even the strangers, right? You got to be a good person. You got to go out of the way to help others. To me, I don't judge people, but if I were to classify somebody, it's based on how they treat other people. Right? So that's what, what goes around comes around, right? But you can't fake it. Like, I feel like if you have a shitty character, you can't be good to other people. And that's the people that I try to distance myself from. Yeah. And the good people that those are the people that I try to keep close, right? So like Darnell and Ninja, and these people that are just, I know they go out of their way to help others. That's who I want in my circle, right? So, because I don't need money, I don't need favors. I need people who I know got my back when it comes down to it. Because that's hard
trust, for real.
Trust, teamwork,
yes, sir.
All that good shit, man. That's kind of been around.
That's how you go far. I'm telling you, go far together.
Absolutely.
One time I saw your ass pull up to Lifetime in a Lambo, and I was like, that's Jado. I was like, yeah, it was hard. That was hard. Real Lambo, it's just a regular Tuesday or some shit like that.
Just going for a little workout,
But I was like, that's him, though. Like, that's you. Like, it is not like you sitting here like, come look at me. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's like, hey.
You work for it.
You work for it. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
I mean, everybody loves luxury, right? People that got money, everybody loves luxury. Yeah. But you can't let it become who you are.
There you go.
So, and you gotta just be humble about it, because everything can be taken away from you overnight. I promise you. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care how much property you own. Something could happen. You can lose it all.
Stock, anything. It can be gone.
Yeah. And I think just being faithful and being a good person and genuine, that's how you're gonna keep it all. And even if you lose it all, you know how to make it right back.
Right? You gonna get it back. Yeah. Like, like for sure. Like that ingenuity, like keeps it from not coming. You know what I'm saying? I agree. You gotta lose some stuff here and there. You know what I'm saying? To learn how to handle it when you get it back and stuff like that. Do you feel like fatherhood gave you like a stone, like a crutch to feed off of, you know what I'm saying, after the club? Or did you have your girls during the club?
I had one of them during the club.
Okay.
And that's when I stepped away. Like I said earlier, is when I felt like I was losing her. When I had my second, I was already done. And I'm very close to the second, like very attached, just because I actually she's attached to me too, because I'm close to my older now, but like I spent a lot of quality time at a younger age with the younger one.
Okay.
But I think being a father is probably the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Okay.
And it made me think differently. It made me, react differently to certain situations. It made me talk differently. And it just, honestly, do you guys have kids?
Yeah, I got a kid.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, I'm already preaching to the choir. It becomes all about them. I know you guys feel the same way.
Yeah.
Everything I do is, how is that going to affect my kids negatively or positively? Because I can figure my shit out no matter what happens. I need to make sure these two are set for life.
For life.
Every aspect of life. So
they come first.
Yeah, Yeah,
absolutely,
definitely. I went through a whole spiritual and mental rebirth for mine because I didn't want to treat him like how I was treated and stuff like that, you know. So now, you know, coming back, like I can deal with my past and my current situation, you know what I'm saying? And now he don't have to, you know,
be put through that.
Yeah, be put through that, or
the trauma, you know, and stuff.
Yeah, stuff like that. And now we can handle problems and find solutions and you know, stuff like that. So yeah, man, definitely kids are
kids. You know, my baby changed my life. My daughter, she's my everything. Like, oh man, she's so beautiful. Like, it just makes me happy.
The way you, like, your face lights up when you talk.
It just makes me happy just thinking about my baby. Like, I love her so much.
Smart, like,
so smart.
I called him one day and she answered the phone like, "Hello, 3 years old. Hello." Like, what's up, baby? Like, where your dad at? Oh, he went to the bathroom real quick. I was like, all right, well, tell him Uncle Tony called. Okay, I will.
That's funny.
So smart.
Smart as hell.
Yes, I love it.
I know yours are too, man.
I mean, especially the older one. She likes to be in front of the camera. Like, she's an alpha character. Like, you know, so, I mean, every kid, especially in their own way, but.
She know you popular on TikTok?
Yeah, she does. She tells people she's popular on TikTok because she does. Like, if I post some videos without her, them followers are like, "Where's Rito? You haven't posted."
Oh, okay. Oh, what?
Yeah, she got her own thing. And I've had a couple with her go super viral.
Okay.
So yeah,
I seen like y'all dancing in a couple. Of
them, it's just all comedy stuff. You know, some stuff there's certain videos that we stage. Certain videos are just natural.
Right.
But we've had a couple go super viral. So
do you guys just are you to that point yet where it's like, you know, you're just like, you know, handling business, you're like, oh shit, that's a good TikTok.
Yeah, absolutely. Right now, I always get people sending me stuff like, you should do that with Rita, and you know, and I've done it. So, but like I said, it's, you know, it's a blessing, and you know, my wife also plays a huge role, you know, in raising these kids. You know, but she's a wonderful person. She's also one of the best things that's happened to me.
That's dope.
And
man.
You know, she holds the home down, and you know, she raise them in a great way, so supports me very well. So that also, I think it plays a huge role at helping me as a father do what I do. Is a big, you know, stress that I don't have to deal with on a daily basis, knowing that she got her side of, you know, the responsibility handled, right? So I think that plays a big role too in, you know, in the kids' mentality and growing up and, you know, having, you know, both sides handle the business. I feel like, you know, there's a responsibility that lays on me, and there's a different responsibility that lays on their mom, and that's also very important that we both do, you know, handle it the right way.
Exactly.
Especially as you accumulate. Well, you've already had a lot, you know, but as you get more and more, and like especially TikTok and the business, you know, you need that right. You know?
Absolutely, I agree. So yeah, I don't think I'd be here in life if it wasn't for her. Just mentally, you know, spiritually, and again, like she takes a huge responsibility off my back, you know, especially with the kids, and you know, playing a big role raising them as well. So,
like the team you put behind you is like like Darnell was saying, it's the people behind you that really makes you who you are. You know, having that support and the people behind you to help you push is very important.
Absolutely, you know, my personal assistant, his name is Nawaf. Man, that kid. I wouldn't be able to do half the business for him. And like I always tell him that I couldn't appreciate him enough, because I don't ever have to worry about something not getting done. I know he handles, and like I said, a lot of people don't give these people credit. They like the clout. They sit in the like, it's me, I got it done. But they like Darnell and you guys were talking like, you'd be nothing without the people that got your back behind you.
Exactly.
That's one person I can't thank enough, or you know, appreciate him enough, because he handles my business on a different level, like, you know. So and
he important.
You know, when I a lot of people don't know this too, but like when I acquired the hotel, I brought him as a small partner because I wanted him. Yeah, like I practice what I preach, right?
Damn,
like,
that's dope.
I want to put you on, like, you know, something. That's the first thing he's ever owned business wise, right?
Yep.
So I'm like, and it's more of an appreciation is what you helped me do in real estate. I'm gonna bring you in on this deal, and give you ownership in something that, you know, you and your family can live on.
Can be good.
And it's just going back, like, that's to
you
me.
A real nigga,
that's
man.
real right there.
Real
like,
shit. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No,
that's real nigga shit for real, man. That's dope.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. But to me, that's what that's a true boss, and I'm not trying to.
No, that's a real boss for real. That's they need to hear that, y'all need to see this. The real.
Do you watch Drink Champs with
Mario? Yeah, I do.
That's what we're trying to do here. It's like a winner's table. You know what I'm saying? So we're not bragging or nothing. Right. We're just trying to show everybody how to win.
Absolutely. Thank you.
And, like, because you can do it too. Anybody, just go get your realtor license and follow this man's advice.
Thank you. And again, it's not just something I talk about in podcasts. It's something I do in real life.
Yeah. And it shows.
Thank you. And I've done that with a couple other people. Like, if I have the capability of doing it, I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, that deal is such a no-brainer for me, right? I'm going to win. Me giving away a certain ownership affects me. It's not like a risk I'm taking. This is a home run for me. And that's what I like to bring him on, right? I want his first business to be a win automatic, right?
Exactly.
So, yeah, man, with your boss who you work with every day, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You can't lose any rope.
Right. But like I said, I did that because he's earned it, right? It wasn't just all about Darnell. It's not no handoff, right?
Yeah.
Like, when Darnell was saying like he was homeless, I said, bro, you're not homeless. You got me. We got a home. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta figure something out. You're not just gonna, come live here and not do. You don't have to ever pay me, but you need to get on your feet and make your own money.
I want to see you become. I want to see you be good. I want to be. Want you to be something. Yeah, that's dope.
And yeah, so that's, to me, that's what we're still lacking in this city, right? Is each other's support and helping each other. Put each other in a position to win if you can. Some people aren't capable, right? But if you have and you choose not to, that's the problem for me.
Yeah.
Facts. That's how I live. I like, as much credit he always trying to give me. I want to give it back to him. Like they make me go. So it's all about the team. We a team. I preach that every day.
Yeah.
Teamwork.
And not just that. You guys you're sitting here, spending Friday night, giving me platform to speak, right? Like, you're going out of your way to put other people in position to win, right?
Yeah.
You're not getting paid to sit here, right? You're doing this to shine the light on certain culture and certain people, to give them a platform so they can tell their story. Because we all have a story.
Exactly.
Right? You're interested enough to give me that, and again, that's how you help people get to a certain point, or put them, even in a podcast, right? So, this might give me a platform that could generate me tons of business, right? It might be different. You're going to reach out to me after here, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So, even if I don't, the fact that you thought about having me on is good enough for me. So,
yeah, man, for sure.
I appreciate you guys.
That's dope, man. I'm glad you came, man, for real.
Glad, man.
Likewise.
Really, yeah, man. Like, Darnell gave us that 2-hour speech, man, which was dope, filled with gems and good times. But it was like, oh shit, you know what? Yeah, let's hire Jado. Cause, he was there with him when he started.
Jado been around this whole time, pushing the culture. Like, before the culture needed to be pushed, he was there. Yeah. Like, before the internet really became a thing. So,
right. And then with what you're doing now, you're still helping push the culture. You got big guys, you got little guys, you got middle guys, you got everybody. There's no discrimination as to who you're doing a deal with.
And like, I love everyone, right? Everyone, but to me, they call me a minority, and they call you a minority. Why? Because we're not the majority, right? So, and I'm not saying it's us against them, right? But I think when you're a minority, you're the underdog. Like, you gotta work together. And to me, a minority is a minority. Like, it doesn't matter if you're black, Arab. It doesn't matter, right? Like, we gotta work. We gotta lift each other up. We gotta support each other, right? And that's why I'm saying, like, minority, we struggle. We might not struggle the same, right? But we have our own struggles, right? Like, I don't worry when I get pulled over, right? But I worry when I'm on the plane because people look at me the wrong way. And as sad as that sounds, right?
Damn, I didn't even think of damn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I still deal with that, right?
Yeah.
But again, we all have our own struggles,
right?
But we don't ever get the benefit of the doubt in that position, right? So
we keep going.
Keep going.
Keep pushing.
Keep creating our own opportunities, our own cultures. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Everything.
And it's sad. It's sad that even that we still deal with that till this day, right? So
2022.
Yeah. Well, we have to deal with it, right? Yeah. I'm not a fan of crying about it. We got to step up, but we really have to show solidarity between each other, right? And I'm talking about all the cultures, all the minorities, business owners. It doesn't matter. Like, we really have to come together and really support each other, because that's what we're lacking, right?
And it's crazy because Minnesota is literally a melting pot. Like, most of our stores are are people from the Middle East on them, or they're of Somalian descent.
Right.
And then you go over to Lake Street, you got all the Latino community and stuff. Then you got the black community spread out. Like, we all interact with each other, like, on
every
a daily fucking basis, especially in Minneapolis and St. Paul. So it's like, as much as we're grinding against each other, like, eventually, you know, we got to start coming together. Like,
we're pushing each other up.
Yeah.
We gotta lift each other up, man, because
absolutely,
we gotta show the people that's coming up, the kids that's coming up after us, the unity, you know, in this. So it's important.
And again, I keep referring to it as minority. We have to come together. Like Darnell, I damn near adopted him, right? Different culture, different race, different everything, right? That was still my brother, right? I literally still take a bullet for that kid. I don't care what color he is. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this man washed my dirty laundry. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, family don't even do that for each other. So when you find people, you have to have the experience, you know, and that's how you develop the love and you know, attachment to certain people. No matter, but you can't let that race or color or religion.
Yeah, we gotta stop. Yeah, we gotta.
Yeah, man. I definitely
it's time to grow.
Put all my people here, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like, a couple questions pop up on the TV, but have you been to Emily's Lebanese?
Absolutely. That's my spot.
All right.
That's my spot. I love Emily's.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Where's that?
Was that a question that popped up?
That was the question up top.
Where's Emily's?
Northeast, right down University.
Okay.
University in West Broadway.
Okay.
Okay.
My church is right up our street.
Yeah, right down the street. You know where the McDonald's and the Super America?
Yep, right down there.
Straight down that street.
Oh, it's right there. Okay.
Called Emily's Lebanese Deli.
Okay.
Is there any other food spots we should know about around here?
There's Beirut and St. Paul. It's called Beirut. Beirut is the capital of Lebanon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Great food. Zacchaeus Deli is actually, I think, New Brighton.
Zacchaeus. I ate at Zacchaeus before. Yep, I ate at Zacchaeus before. Yep. That's crazy.
Johnny Boy's Pizza is in Brooklyn Park. That's my guy. Is Lebanese. He does, you know, kind of have some stuff on the menu, but right across from North Hennepin Community College.
Okay, right up there by the Starlight Center. A little ways from there.
Yeah.
Okay. And another question I see was, what was your biggest lesson you learned in the nightlife? Like a big lesson that you had to like overcome, I guess.
Your employees make you or break you. You know, like I always tell people don't quit jobs, they quit bosses. Right?
Facts.
Yeah.
You have to really, really take care of your own people because you're one man. You can't run, you know, have 1,000 people in the club. I can't control 1,000 people. And your employees are the people that, you know, they're going to have people come see them and spend money with them. Right? And it starts with, you know, ownership because you know, if you're upset or you got negative energy, it's going to pass on to the employees and it's going to pass on. So the biggest lesson I learned is take care of your people, man. They're the ones going to make it for you or break it for you. You know, so we don't give the servers and the security and the bartenders enough credit. You know, and
their first points of contact.
Yeah, absolutely. And they promote you, right? And then, you know, they're out there promoting your business because they might be working somewhere else next week, but yet they promoted your place, right? So.
We all when we see Darnell, we know that he's part of Aqua. Like so he represents you out here. So I get it. What you mean? Yep.
And Darnell, like I didn't have a position for him. I said, go create one. Like let's, you know, like he told you, he went in. He was a great salesman. He sold shit tons of bottles, and every time I saw sparklers, I'm like, that's Darnell. Right? and then you know, he talked about Jenny. Jenny was my go getter too. She hustled and. You know, like I said, it's just, and they're still family to me till this day. We haven't worked together in 4 years.
That's dope. Well, man, it was dope to have you here, man.
Timberwolves game,
yes, sir.
man.
Yep, sir.
Ooh, it's all 8:30.
Yeah, man, time to be fun when you're having a good time.
Thank you, man.
I know we
can
quick. Continue to talk forever and ever. I know we can. So,
thank you.
But it was dope having you here.
Thank you,
man. Super. Appreciate it. Anything you want to tell the people, lastly, or any announcements?
No, I mean, obviously, I appreciate the support. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't ever take anything for granted. I know I thanked you guys earlier for what we're doing, but I want to thank you again. People don't understand what it takes to get this, you know, to where it needs to be. Whew. They don't see the work that goes behind, you know, the prepping, the editing, the stuff. You know, mad respect for you both. Honestly,
appreciate it.
Thank you for inviting me. I've watched the episodes before. I'm keep looking forward to watching afterwards. Keep doing what you're doing. We do need more young, good people spreading positivity in the city. and just doing it the right way.
Exactly.
That's the most important. Don't
doing
do
it the right way.
Don't cut corners. Don't do anything under the table. Do it the right way, and I promise you, sky's the limit. So
thank you. Appreciate the words, man. Well, I guess we should wrap it up now. Okay.
Yeah, man. This has been episode 20, man. A great episode, man, with the homie Jado, man.
Yes. Appreciate you coming through, man.
Yeah, appreciate you, brother, man. And so, man, stay tuned, guys. Go check out the billboard on Lake Street in Hiawatha. We're up through Thanksgiving, Go see the podcast live. Take a picture.
Yes, take a picture. Tag us in it. Man, it's the billboard. Our billboard is on Lake in Hiawatha.
Yep.
Right across
facing Raising Cane's.
Yep.
So
across from Target.
Under the bridge. It's right by the Exotic Auto Shop. We got the newtwincities.com, of course.
Yep.
Don't forget that.
You can find all our content there.
Yep. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the Motivation to Hustle page on Instagram. Subscribe to the podcast at the newtwincities.podcast. Man, we're everywhere on the net and we're everywhere outside. So pick your choice where you want to find us, man. We're around.
And we're out.
All right, man. See y'all next time.